A line capital AB, 80 mm long, has its end A 20 mm above HP and 30 mm in front of VP. It is inclined at 30 degrees to HP and 45 degrees to VP. Draw the projections of the line and find its apparent length and apparent inclinations. Now, from henceforth in the projections of lines, we are going to start the problem only from the first quadrant. So the condition of a line to be in the first quadrant is above HP and in front of VP. So here, so that is the reason why we have considered this as the first quadrant. So VP is vertical plane and horizontal plane from 0 degree to horizontal plane is 0 degree and vertical plane is at 90 degree. So from 0 to 90 will be the first quadrant. So line a capital AB has its NDA 20 mm above HP. So the 20 mm above HP will be seen in the vertical plane. So when you look from the front view, the distance of the above HP point, that is the capital A, you can see here, which is 20 mm above HP. When it is projected onto the vertical plane, the distance above HP will be seen in the vertical plane, which is 20 mm. Similarly, when you look from the top view, the distance of the point NDA, which is 30 mm in front of VP, when it is projected onto the vertical plane, you are going to get it on the horizontal plane. So the top view image will going to be on the horizontal plane. So this is the first point, NDA is fixed. Now it is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. So which is the line which is inclined at 30 degrees to HP? Capital AB 80 mm long. So capital AB means it is always the true length. So that is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. So since the line is inclined at 30 degrees to HP, the inclination of that will be seen in the vertical plane. So the line capital AB 80 mm long is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. So from here, we draw a line which is inclined at 30 degrees to HP in space. So we keep the line which is 30 mm, 80 mm long, which is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. So this is the inclination which you can see here. So when this line is projected from the front, when we view from the front view, that line is projected onto the vertical plane. You can see here, that is this point. So here, this point is A dash and this point will be B1 dash. So once you get the B1 dash, so we're going to get the locus point. So that means in the front view, we got the locus. Similarly, it is inclined at 45 degrees to VP. So the true length of the line, again, it is inclined at 45 degrees to VP. So in the vertical plane, now we are going to take this point from A. We draw 80 mm long, which is 80 mm long, which is inclined at 30 degrees to VP. So the inclination of this line with respect to VP is seen in HP. So you can see here, when you look from the top view, it is projected onto the horizontal plane where NDA is small a, and here when it is projected, it will going to come to this, which will going to be 2. So from here to here, the length of this line will going to be 45 mm. So we are going to get the locus in the top view also. So this will going to be the locus of B in the top view. So we know that the true length of the line means the true length has to be parallel. Suppose if we say the true length is 80 mm long, so it is, when you look from the top view, the true length of the line is parallel to VP. So since the line is parallel to VP, so we are getting the true length in VP. So that means the true length is nothing but the actual length. So when it is in space, it is 80 mm. When it is projected onto the vertical plane, that is to the front view, again we can see that line will be of 80 mm long. Similarly, when you look from the front view, the true length of the line, which is 80 mm, which is inclined at 45 degrees to VP. So when you look from the top view, we can see that the image will go transformed into the horizontal plane. Again, that is also true length. So when you look from the front view, we can see that the true length of the line, which is parallel to HP, since it is parallel to HP, we are getting the true length in HP. So here. Similarly, when you look from the top view, this line is parallel to VP, so we are getting the true length in vertical plane. So this is the condition. So that is the meaning of true length. So always the true length is represented by capital AB. Now we need to find out the apparent length and apparent inclination. So apparent length means the front view and the top view and its corresponding inclination. Now we know that this line is parallel to VP. Since this line is parallel to VP, so we are getting the true length in VP. So now we will go to look from the top view. When you look from the top view, this point is projected onto the horizontal plane, which is B1. Similarly, when you look from the top view, this point is projected onto this, so you are going to get A, small a. So AB1 is parallel to VP. Now we can see when you look from the top view, end A is 30 mm in front of VP and end B1 is also in front of VP by 30 mm. So obviously this line is parallel to VP, so we are getting the true length in VP on the projection, that is on the plane. But actually the top view point is not here, but it is the top view point should lie on this locus of B. So with A as center, take the radius of AB1 and rotate this in space. When you rotate this in space such that this B1, which was here, will come and touches the locus of B in the top view. You can see here that point will go to touch the locus of B here. So when you are rotating in space, so what happens? The image of this will be with A as center, take the radius of AB1 by using the compass, rotate it so that it will go to cut the locus of B in the top view. So we are going to get this point B. So since we have joined between capital A and B, so we will also join between top view AB with a dark line. So this is how we will be able to get the apparent length and the apparent inclination, which is beta in the top view. Now similarly we want to find out the apparent length in the front view and also the apparent inclination alpha. Now when we are considering for the true length in HP, that is when you want to take the top view, when you want to write the top view, you took the front view point that you are rotating the top view. Similarly, now we will going to consider the line which is parallel to HP, because that is the line which we are going to make inclined to HP. So here when you look from the front view, capital A and capital B2 both are at equidistant from the horizontal plane. So that means capital A is 20 mm above HP, capital B2 is also 20 mm above HP. When you look from this, when we view from this front view, the image will going to be on the vertical plane. So you can see that B2 which was here has been moved to B2 dash on the vertical plane. Similarly, capital A which is here, when it is projected, you are going to get this point A dash here. So A dash B2 dash is parallel to HP. Since A dash B2 dash is parallel to HP, so we are getting the true length in HP. But now actually the front view point should lie on this locus. The front view point should lie on this locus. But the front view is now which is parallel to HP, which is 20 mm above HP, and this is also 20 mm above HP. Now, so we have to rotate this point B2 dash such that this B2 dash should lie on the locus of B in the front view. So for that, with A as center, take the radius of A capital B2, rotate in space such that this B2 point will touch the locus of B in the front view. So this is what you are going to get, this point which is going to touch this point. So when you rotate like this in space, obviously the image will also get rotated from A dash, a center, with A dash B2 dash as the radius, it has been rotated such that the B2 dash will going to cut the locus of B in the front view. We are going to mark this point as B dash. Then join A dash B dash with a dark line. So this will going to be the apparent length A dash B dash and the inclination made by the front view with respect to HP is alpha. When you join these two, that is A, B dash and B, both will going to lie on the same line. So that means your problem is right. So this is how we will be analyzing this in 3 dimension. Now we will going to solve this problem using the sketchbook. In the sketchbook, first we are going to draw the XY line and mark VP and HP. Since we have to solve the problem from the first quadrant, so vertical plane is above XY line and the horizontal plane will be below XY line. Consider any point and draw a vertical line or a vertical projector. The distance of its end A 20 mm above HP is seen in VP. So from the XY line, you measure a distance of 20 mm above XY line and mark that point, which is A dash, and 30 mm in front of VP. So in front of VP will be seen on HP. So from here you measure 30 mm below XY line and mark this point, which is A, and draw a horizontal projector in the front view and also in the top view. Then with A as center, as the line capital AB is 80 mm long, is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. This is the, as in mentioning, this is capital AB, that means it is the true length, which is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. So the inclination is seen in VP. With A dash as center, using the protractor, you measure an angle of 30 degree with respect to the horizontal and draw an inclined line. And then with A as center, by using the protractor, you measure an angle of 45 degrees to BP, which you can see the inclination in HP. So you draw a 45 degree line inclined at 45 degrees to the horizontal. As the capital AB 80 mm long, which is the true length, is seen both in true length is same in both HP and VP. By using the compass, you measure an angle of measure a radius of 80 mm with A dash as center. Cut an arc on this line, that is 30 degree line, and also with A as center, take the same radius and cut an arc on this 45 degree line, so that you will going to get B1 dash here and this will be B2, and draw the dash dot line, which will going to be the locus of B in the front view, and draw a dash dot line here in the top view, which will going to be the locus of B in the top view. He has already given that this is capital A and capital B. So you mark capital A and capital B and mark capital A and capital B here. So here name them, it is B1 dash here and this will be B2, and write here locus of B and locus of B here. Now we are going to solve the problem. First we are going to consider the true length in VP. As we know that it is the true length in VP, obviously this line has to be parallel to VP. So that means if the front view line is in true length, its corresponding top view has to be parallel to XY. This is the condition. So the front view, true length of the front view line is A dash B1 dash. Its corresponding top view has to be small a and small b1, because that is the image which is projected onto the horizontal plane. So A is here, but B1 will not be here. So B1 is not there. So AB1 has to be parallel to XY line. Therefore, you draw a vertical projector from B1 dash onto the locus of A. So you will go to get this point B1 with a thin line. Then with A as center, by using the compass, take a radius of AB1 and draw an arc such that the B1 will going to cut the locus of B in the top view at this point. Then join small a and small b with a dark line. And this true length line will be a little bit darker than the true length, projector line. The projector's line should be thin. So here AB is the line which will be the apparent length in the top view, and beta is the apparent inclination in the top view. And similarly, now we will consider the true length in the top view, that is A, B2, that is capital A and capital B. As they said in the problem, that is, it is the true length of the line. It is the true length in HP means the line has to be parallel to HP. So here that means parallel to HP is seen in vertical plane, that is here A dash is above HP by 20 mm, B2 dash should also be above HP by 20 mm. Draw a vertical projector from the B2 to the front view such that both A dash and B2 dash will be above HP by 20 mm. But the endpoint of B2 dash will going to lie on this locus. With A dash as center, take the radius of A dash B2 dash by using the compass. Draw an arc such that B2 dash will going to cut the locus of B in the front view, and mark this point as B dash. Then join A dash B dash with a dark line. So this will going to be the apparent length in the front view and apparent inclination alpha. Then join B dash and B, it will going to be lie on the same line. Then your problem is right. Then dark this line A dash B dash and also little bit thicker than the true length line, projector line with AB2. So give the dimensions, that is 20 mm here and 30 mm here, and then the true length here, and also this 30 degree here and 45 degree, and mark them the alpha and beta. As we need to find out the apparent length, by using the scale measure the distance of A dash B dash and AB. AB is 69.28 if you are doing it in computer. If you are doing it manually, it will be 69, and A dash B dash will be 56.57. If you are doing it manually, it will be 57. By using the protractor, you measure an angle of alpha, which will be 45 degrees, and by using the protractor, you measure an angle of top view line, which will going to be beta, so which will be 54.74 if you are doing it in CAD. If you are doing it manually, it will be 55 degree. How do I know that this is the front view? Because the top view line is inclined. How do I know that this is the top view? Because the front view line is inclined. But we know this is the true line because the top view line is parallel. We know that this is the true line because the front view line is parallel. So this is how we can complete the drawing. Now we will going to see by the step by step. So here first we have considered the true length which is in the front view, which is A dash B dash. So this has to be parallel to XY line in the top view. So you can see this is parallel to XY in the top view, and with this as center, so we have rotated this in the space. So this will also rotate since HP, so that you will going to get the top view and that beta inclination. This is how we can do in the orthographic view. This is whatever which is sketch which is there in the vertical plane and the horizontal plane is the one which has been represented here. Similarly, in space we are rotating from this point. This line is rotated such that this will go, B2 will go to touches the locus of B. This is the true length in HP. So obviously that will be parallel to HP here. So once you rotate this such that this B2 will come to the locus of B in the front view, so that you will going to get this A dash B dash, and this will be the line when it is been space, which is capital AB. So you are going to get A dash B dash and alpha. So this is how you're going to take the top view line and the true length line, make it parallel, which is parallel. This is true length in HP is parallel to HP. So then it is rotated so that it will going to get the locus of B in the front view, so that you will going to get the A dash B dash and alpha. So this is how we can solve this problem.